Okay, we have one more quick round of follow-up questions for our candidates, and then we're going to open it up to all of you. So I have a quick question for each of you. Stanley, you talked about your plan to bring 10,000 new streets. No, I'm sorry, new trees. 10,000 new trees to the streets of the district. You also said that our streets are so narrow and our sidewalks are so congested. Where would you put those trees? And then hold your response, because I'm going to ask a question for our other two candidates. Both of you spoke to the need for a new municipal parking garage. Two questions related to that. One, aren't you concerned that that would just induce more car ownership? And what would you do to guard against that? Perhaps price the spaces. My other question related to this issue of municipal parking garages, you both spoke to the dearth of open green space, and you don't even have a true park in the district. If there's room for a municipal parking garage, why isn't there room for a public park?
You want me to answer first? Or? Sure. Okay, good. I tell you where is. First of all, I don't know you are familiar with District 25. We have Lafayette City, Rego Park, Corona, part of Corona, almost all Amherst, and Jackson Heights, and East Amherst. There's a lot of rooms out here. Now, when you live and you look at Jackson Heights is the only district of 25, then you don't find places put trees. That's where the problem with my two candidates. They live here, they enjoy, they live the historic district. They think that it is that District 25. If you look around, there are plenty of places where you can. I'm not bringing big trees, or I'm not bringing big roads. I am bringing small trees all over the place. East Amherst has a lot of places. Amherst has a lot of places. Lafayette City have it. Rego Park have it. Jackson Heights is the only place where you see trees on 34, 35, and 37, one side of 37. All the rest of the streets need a lot of trees. Now, about the parking space, they said, I don't know where they're going to find a parking space. Now, your apprehension is, when you put a garage, people are going to buy more car. People are going to buy car anyway. With all this price, people are buying car. It has nothing to do with the garage. People are trying to they buy the car, even the price is high. So making a garage is equal to people how they buy, that is not a relevant question to it. But basically in this neighborhood, you can find, I tell you that, 73rd Street, there is a church there. And there is a Filipino, I think the Filipino people are doing a business. Maybe we take that place, not the eminent domain, we deal with them, maybe we build a parking garage on top of it. It's not going to be a playground, it's a parking garage. Thank you.
I agree. I think any development that comes into the neighborhood must provide that type of parking as well. I think that's one solution to it. It's also a matter of balancing things. I think there are some competing needs here. We do have a vibrant Indian community, South Asian community, and many of the people who come and shop here come from outside the area. Of course, our objective is to encourage use of mass transportation, but the fact of the matter is that some of them do come from Jersey and places like that, and they don't use it. So there's the competition for that space. In terms of the extension of Travis Park and in other park space, I think the use of eminent domain is perfectly right, and what should already have been begun by the incumbent in terms of moving in that direction.
There are a few places, and I think Stanley mentioned one of them, to put in garages. There was going to be a development there with a garage on the top. That development never took place. The property owner doesn't know quite what he wants to do with it, and he needs to have some assistance. I've also asked the garage that is near my corner to build up and help him to do that, rather than just having all his space level. He didn't want to do it. Now, we have a system where when people don't want to do something, we don't make them do it by force. So I have been urging this man, when his lease is renewable, that he must work with my office so that he will build up, not take away the light, but to accommodate more cars. And I happen to agree with Stanley. We have very viable commercial areas, 73rd Street, 74th Street, and it's a tri-state shopping center. They don't come by public transportation, they come by their cars. And where do they take the spaces? They take the meters and they never move. We have reasons for congestion. The meters are our parking lots and they move in and out. When those meters when the law was passed to stop feeding the meters on Sunday, it affected our commercial areas very badly, because what you see is no movement. You see no movement from those cars that park from Saturday afternoon until Monday morning. So issues have been created to basically deal with that. So we look at it, we look at eminent domain, we look at the spaces that we have throughout the district. Now, why is there a concentration with congestion in Jackson Heights? It's the hub. It's the hub in Queens of transportation. Lefrak is not the hub of transportation. Jackson Heights is. And yet the entire district needs to be looked at for trees, for playgrounds, for safety, for schools. So in the 25th district, I take care of the entire district and not just take care of one. Thank you.